This video is brought to you by Moft.
Let's just run. Our time has finally come, so let's just run.
Moments, there's power in them. Memories are made of them. In the world of filmmaking, the best films are simply great moments stitched together, and I challenged myself today to film a cinematic story with just my phone and a little compact tripod and a little creative thinking. Today we'll explore 12 creative cinematic shots, all filmed solo with a minimalist setup. I'm using my phone, the Moft invisible tripod stand, and this external SSD for log files. And last but not least, my Apple Watch. And the best part of this entire setup is that everything fits inside of my pocket. Now before we dive into the shot list, let's take a look at the Moft invisible tripod. This thing is incredible because it folds flat like origami, and it fits right on the back of your phone. It slips into any pocket or bag, and then you can pop it open into multiple modes. You can do a handheld mode for vlogging, floating mode, and you can also do it in tripod mode. That versatility is what makes these creative shots possible. Okay, our first angle that we want to do is our low angle hero shot. Think of it as in like those old Western movies when the subject walks into the frame and you see just their feet, and that kind of establishes the shot, opening it up for us. We're going to flip our phone this way and have this unfolded just part way like this. And then I'm going to use my watch to frame my shot for me. And we're just going to walk into the frame just to show my shoes like this. And then we'll pause. And then I kind of look up at just the Griffith Observatory right there. And that is shot number one. Okay, then our next shot is going to be our establishing shot. And the first thing that I'm going to do is just fold my tripod open like this to vlogging mode, just to have a little more stability as I'm holding it. I'm going to flip it around to make sure it's on my rear facing camera. Go to 0.5. So what I'll do is I'll kind of do a scoop shot just to reveal where we're at. All right, our next shot we want to do is the hero shot up close. What we're going to do is we're going to use our front-facing camera so that we can monitor ourselves. We'll put our tripod on like so, open this up, and put it in vlog mode. And what's nice about this is that since it's an up-close shot, you don't see my arm extended like this part of my arm you don't see. So I can actually pivot this right behind me, and I'm going to swing my arm around and get a shot of me just looking up. And what this does is it makes it look like somebody else is filming you. Okay, this next one's pretty cool because I want to do a mounted POV shot. Nowhere to mount it, right? Well, wrong. Well, I'm going to use this tripod. I'm going to put it on my phone, and I want to use the rear-facing camera because I can get that ultra wide. So what I'm going to do is just open it up flat like this. I'm going to slide this into my shirt, and I'm going to use my watch to monitor what's on the camera. So there's my camera on my watch. You want this right there so it's stable and doesn't go anywhere. Then you can point this down and angle it down if you want to. And now we got that rear-facing POV shot. There's my hands, and you can kind of reach out wherever you want to go. And then there's our B-roll shot of looking at our watch with the POV. Okay, our next shot is gonna be the low angle straight on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in stand mode. So I'll put this back on my phone, and then I'll fold this open just part way like that, just so we can get it into stand mode. And what I wanna do with this shot is I wanna have it closer to the ground so you can see the ground as well as looking up. And that way it kind of gives like a larger than life perspective close to the ground. Okay, then our next shot is in the bag. And so I don't necessarily need my tripod, so I'll put that in my pocket. But it's important to note here that we're shooting with the ultra wide lens. So all I'm gonna do is put my phone in the bag, shooting upwards. And remember in the last sequence, I just set my bag down, so I'll go in and I'll open it and pull my phone out. And if you're not sure about how it looks, make sure you're using your watch to monitor. Okay, this one is one of my favorite shots because of the versatility that this gives you. So right now I can't stick my phone to anything metal. Even with the tripod stand, I can't stick it to anything metal. But if I open this up like so, this part is magnetic. And check this out. It magnets to a metal surface. And so what I could do is I'm gonna press record so I can film myself walking by like this. Okay, so now I just wanna get my feet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tripod stand, I'm gonna flip it into vlog mode, And all I'm gonna do is put my camera in wide angle mode and film my feet. Okay, now we're gonna do an over the shoulder shot. We got downtown LA right there. We've also got the observatory. And what I wanna do is kind of capture the observatory in the foreground, capture LA in the background, and then capture me in the foreground as well looking out. So what we'll do is we'll do tripod mode, like that. I'm gonna use the rear facing camera, the one-time lens, and I see myself, how it's framed, and then I'm just gonna walk off screen and walk to that point. And you can never go wrong with just the standard tripod talking head shot. So I'll take my tripod, open that up, and then when all looks well, I'm gonna press record. And this is my talking head shot. So this one's a fun one. This is a dual camera setup. This is using 2 phones and 2 invisible tripod stands. But what's cool is I'm gonna be drawing the Griffith Observatory over there. I'm gonna set this down, and what I could do is I can kind of do tutorial style. So I can have camera A right here, as we previously had. So I'll set my camera down here, get it framed just right, take my second phone, open this up to tripod stand mode like that, do this, and then I can actually angle this down. And what I can do is I can use this phone to be the macro lens. And actually, I don't even think about the camera there anymore. I'm just recording this on 2 cameras as I go, and I can put it together in post-production. All right, what I wanna do right here is I wanna get a transition between day and night. So I have the tripod set up right here, right now, getting it kind of during, sunset, but it's still daylight. But I wanna make sure I get the same angle that I'm filming right now that I do later, and I can just overlay those together. Filmmaking isn't about perfection. It's about paying attention, feeling something, then hitting record. It starts with one person, a camera, and a decision to begin. It's not about having the best lens for the perfect plan. It's about noticing the light on a wall, a moment unfolding, or a thought worth capturing. Sometimes the most cinematic moments are the simple ones. A walk, a glance, the act of showing up. You don't need fancy gear, just the will to see things differently. These moments might seem ordinary, but that's where the magic hides, in stillness, in subtlety. In these quiet beats, we tell the truth, the strokes between the scenes, the small actions that say, this matters, because creativity lives in the in-between. A story doesn't need a climax, it needs connection, and in reflection, often find the realest parts of ourselves. The sketch of a moment can hold more weight than the sharpest image. Maybe you felt it too, that pull to hit record even when nothing big is happening. That quiet urge to save a feeling before it fades. If you're watching this, maybe you're chasing that same connection. Time passes, light shifts, but what we create that can last, one moment becomes memory. A sketch becomes story, and every frame will remind someone else you're not alone. You could almost say, the story's universal, so start telling your story now, because there's no going back in time to do it all over again. Okay, so that's how you cinematically film yourself using just your phone in this lightweight setup. If you found value in this video and you got something out of it, please don't be shy to like and comment and share this video with those that you feel like would find value of utilizing the tips that we used today for creating cinematic films. Also, I want to give a special shout out again to Moff for sponsoring this video. I'm so glad that I get to collaborate with them again. And if you've been part of the channel for some time, you know that Moff makes my favorite iPhone cases. So thank you again, Moff, for sending me out these products and also for sponsoring this video. If you want to learn more about these Moff products, I'll have links in the description for you to check out, as well as some of the other products that we used today. And if you want to follow along for more camera and tech tips, be sure to hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.